I still remember the patient's eyes. That's strange because I have performed hundreds of surgeries and faces usually blur together after a while. But his didn't. His eyes followed me everywhere in the operating room. Calm, aware, almost curious. His name was Daniel, late 30s, internal bleeding, emergency surgery. Before anesthesia took effect, he reached out and grabbed my wrist. Doctor, if I don't wake up, don't let me stay. I thought it was panic. I nodded, gently pulled my hand free, and gave the signal to begin. The monitors were stable until they weren't. 37 minutes into the operation, his heart rate dipped, then dropped, then stopped. We tried everything: defibrillation, medication, manual compression. Nothing worked. At 2:14 a.m., I pronounced him dead. As the nurses covered his face, I noticed something that made my stomach tighten. His eyes were still open, and they were staring directly at me. I didn't sleep when I got home. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the operating lights, the sterile white ceiling, and Daniel's unblinking gaze. Around 4 a.m., exhaustion finally dragged me under. I was back in the operating room. Everything was silent. No machines, no staff, just me and the table. Daniel lay there, uncovered, alive. His chest was rising and falling slowly, but the rest of his body was completely still. His eyes were open, locked onto mine. Doctor, you said you wouldn't let me stay. I tried to speak, but my mouth wouldn't move. My body felt heavy, slow, like I was underwater. I reached for the monitor. It showed a flat line. I looked back at him. He smiled. I woke up gasping for air. Just a dream, I told myself. Trauma, guilt, my mind processing the loss. I showered, dressed, and returned to the hospital. That's when the gesture started. In the hallway, a nurse passed me and briefly paused. She looked at me and tapped twice on her wrist, exactly where Daniel had grabbed me. Later, while scrubbing it, my reflection in the glass blinked a second too late. During rounds, a patient in a different ward turned his head and held eye contact until I disappeared around the corner. No expression, no blink, just watching. That night, the dream returned. This time, Daniel was sitting upright on the operating table. You didn't finish? The lights flickered. His eyes never left mine. I noticed something new. Sutures running down his chest. Black, uneven, slowly leaking blood. You closed my body but you left me open. I woke up screaming. The third night, I didn't sleep at all, or at least I thought I didn't. I was sitting in my apartment, staring at the wall, when I realized I was standing in the operating room again. No transition, no warning. Daniel stood in front of me now, close enough that I could see the dried blood under his fingernails. He leaned in and met my eyes. You see me now. That means you are almost here. I woke up in my bed. Morning light filled the room. Relief washed over me until I noticed my hands. They were stained red, and on my wrist, right where he had grabbed me, were two dark fingerprints pressed deep into my skin. I didn't go back to the hospital after that. I resigned. But some nights, when I close my eyes for too long, I feel it again. Someone standing close, waiting, making sure I don't look away.